Okay, I need to talk. Because I just finished Six of Crows and I am not okay in the best way possible. I went into this book thinking it'd be a fun fantasy heist. You know, cool magic, slick action scenes, maybe some morally gray characters with tragic backstories sprinkled in. Cute. But no. What I got was emotional damage, knife to the heart banter, and a crew of broken little criminals who I would follow into war. Kaz Brekker, let's just start with him. Kaz freaking Brekker. I don't know what kind of black magic Leigh Bardugo used to make a teenage gang leader with a limp, gloves, and emotional intimacy issues so magnetic. But here I am, absolutely feral over him. He's calculated, cruel, manipulative, and then suddenly he'll have this moment of softness buried so deep in layers of trauma and vengeance. And I'm like, he's just a boy who lost everything. And the gloves, the cane, I will literally drown the world for the people I care about, but I will not touch your hand energy. I'm unwell. Someone give this man a hug and a decade of therapy. Ine Gaffa, I don't even have words. Just feelings. So many feelings. She's the soul of the group, the one with the strongest moral compass, but she's also a literal ninja. She's walking on rooftops, eavesdropping in the shadows, ready to stab a man for blinking too loud. And yet, she has this deep faith, this calm, centered power that makes her so much more than just the spy. Also, the fact that she's constantly checking Kaz's worst impulses, reminding him he has a choice. I love her. I would die for her. She is the blade in the dark and the light in the crew. Iconic behavior. Jesper Fahey is chaos in suspenders, and I want to be his best friend. Jesper is the kind of character who shows up, says one sarcastic line, flirts with someone, anyone, makes a bad decision, and yet you love him more every page. He's so much more than comic relief. His guilt, his addiction, his loneliness. It's all there under the banter. Also, Grisha reveal. I screamed. Man's out here gambling with magical powers like it's a parlor trick. A mess. A legend. Nina and Matthias are enemies to lovers' perfection, and I need a moment. This duo. Bardugo really said, here's a witch and the witch hunter sent to kill her. Now watch them fall in love while hating each other across a frozen tundra. The tension, delicious. The banter, top tier. The trauma, so real. Matthias slowly unlearning everything he was taught about Nina and the Grisha. It's painful, and it's beautiful. And Nina, she's witty, unapologetic, and absolutely unstoppable. But then that ending, I can't say anything. Spoiler-free, I promise. But, oh my gods, I was not okay. I was reading through tears like, no, this is not how we end this book. Wylan deserves better, always. Sweet, precious Wylan. He starts off as the awkward, sheltered merchling with no street smarts and ends up casually blowing up things with a grin on his face. His growth is everything. He's smart, underestimated, and quietly one of the most important parts of the crew. Also, Jesper and Wylan. So let's talk plot. This isn't your average walk into a vault and take the treasure type of thing. No, this is a complicated, multi-layered ice court infiltration, complete with costumes, disguises, betrayals, and setbacks that kept me on the edge of my seat for chapters. Every time I thought I could breathe, Bardugo was like, plot twist, and suddenly someone was dangling off a wall or faking a death. It's smart, it's tight, it's stressful in the best way. This is not a story about heroes, it's about survivors. That's the thing that got me the most. Six of Crows isn't about saving the world. It's about 6 people who've been used, abused, broken, and cast out, and how they find strength in each other. Each of them is carrying trauma like a second skin. Kaz's touch aversion, Inej's captivity, Jesper's addiction, Nina's grief, Matthias's brainwashing, and even Wylan's abandonment. And still, they get up, they fight, they steal, lie, kill, but they choose each other. This isn't found family in a fuzzy, wholesome way. It's raw, messy, earned. I'm not going to spoil it, but that ending, that last twist, I slammed the book shut, stared into the abyss, and immediately started Googling, how fast can I get Crooked Kingdom delivered? It doesn't just set up the sequel. It grabs you by the throat and says, you thought this was over? Oh, sweetheart, no. So here are some of my final thoughts. Leigh Bardugo's writing, sharp, stylish, and never dumbs anything down. Ketterdam is one of the best gritty fantasy cities I've ever read. You can feel the filth and the tension. The found family vibes? Immaculate. The trauma representation? Surprisingly nuanced and real. If you want to fall in love with 6 characters who absolutely do not deserve your love and yet somehow steal your entire heart, read this book. So, yeah, I enjoyed this book extremely. If you want to hear more, make sure you check out my book chat on this channel where I talk about all the details and spoilers and have a good old chat about it all. I normally post them close together so they don't get all jumbled up on here, so look out for that. And hopefully, I'll see you all in the next video.